let's go over the Taran Tactical Glock 34 Combat Master. What's going on, guys? I hope all you are doing great. So we finally got a gun review instead of overviews. As you see by the title, this is a Glock 34 Taran Tactical Combat Master. Ain't she pretty? So why did I get the Combat Master, the Glock 34? I'm not gonna lie, I was not in the market for this gun. To be honest, I did not like the Glock 34, and I never was going to own one. If I ever got into competition shooting, and if I wanted to start out something in a budget-friendly zone, I was going to go with the SIG X5 Legion. I just think it looks better. A plain Glock a plain Glock 34 is just not pretty to me. I do not like long-ass guns. For a pistol, I'm more of a compact person. I'm not even really full size, like a Glock 17. I'm just not a fan of full size pistols. I like compact size guns. So why did I get this? Well, I went just to look at a local gun shop, was not in the market, and during COVID, you guys know, if you guys have been trying to find ammo and firearms right now, shit is sold out everywhere. If you do find stuff, it's very scarce of what they have, and I don't want to say it's the stuff that no one wants, but it's either the stuff that no one wants or prices are just ridiculous. It's Gucci guns that are way overpriced, but I've not been finding nice guns, say this, that I came across. So when I saw this, I think I was going to look at lower parts and see what kind of uppers and lowers this store has. I've not found anything, so I went there for that. So came across this, just kind of walking by. I've never got to see one in person. I've always seen YouTube videos and then online pictures, whatever, and then also John Wick, the first John Wick. This is what Keanu Reeves used, was the 34 Combat Master. So I want to say the hype kind of started in John Wick, because as soon as I saw it, my favorite movies all the time, I'm like, damn, that is John Wick's gun and everything. So that would be cool to have and cool to test it out. And if I ever want to do competition shooting, maybe I could use this before I got a staccato. So saw this, and then I saw the price. The price threw me off. I did not think these were this expensive. I think maybe the price was that expensive because of COVID and the elections. I don't know why it was so expensive. Some people try to say I got a decent deal on it. Some people say I paid overpriced. I paid right around the mid-2000s for this, but I have seen people selling these like crazy for the high 3000s. I've even seen some in the 4000s. I would not pay that much for this. I was not going to pay the mid-2000s for this, but shit happens. You're at a gun store. You know that cold-hearted feeling that everybody's been getting when you go to a gun store and it's just dead. There's no guns or ammo on the shelf. So when you find something that is a nice firearm or a good deal on ammo or gear, you kind of have to want that warm, fuzzy feeling back inside you. You guys know what it is. When you get a gun, you know that feeling. And then all of a sudden, 3-4 days go by, and you're like, damn, I want another gun. I still like this gun, but I didn't have the same feeling I did when I first bought it. So then you go buy more guns, you get in more debt, arguments with your wife, whatever. You know how it is. So I just wanted another. This was, like I said, this was not I had to have it. This is not I needed to have the Combat Master. This is just simply, okay, I watched too much John Wick. I want this damn gun now. I see it. There's one left. I'm getting this damn gun. Talked with fiance into it. She's like, yeah, whatever. You can make a review on it. If you don't like it, get rid of it. After shooting about, I want to say 1,100 rounds, this thing ain't going nowhere. I love this now. I love the 34 package. It's just, I don't know. It's just something, I guess you obviously, longer sight or longer slide means longer sight picture. So that, does that necessarily mean it's going to make it more accurate? Yes and no. Depends on how you shoot, because I shoot some small guns pretty good. But longer sight picture, obviously going to be more accurate with that. And this thing is quick. I've shot a lot of staccatos, and staccatos are quick. Now I want to say, is this as quick as a staccato? I'm not going to say yes or no to that one because the trigger is modified. You can see, same trigger shoe. That was when I saw this, I'm like, well, it literally looks like it's got just the slide cuts, whatever. So what makes it, the trigger is nice. We'll go over that in a little bit. So let's go on the actual specs and review of the Combat Master. As you can see here, it's got the window slide cuts, the top slide cut. Do I like this? I mean, it looks cool, and it makes it a lot quicker for follow-up shots and resetting the slide. I don't necessarily, I mean, with dirt and everything, I guess it's not really going to hurt the Glock. But I don't know if I like that. It looks cool and stuff. I've not had any malfunctions yet with anything happening, but I just feel like eventually that might cause an issue, but I'm not sure. I have slide cuts with my other guns. That's just a massive slide cut. But do I like it? Yes. Do I not like it? So the window cuts, I love those. I love serrations on the front and rear of the slide. I do a lot of press checks and everything from the front. Yes, I'm one of those guys. I've trained myself not to do it as much, so I give myself props on that. One thing I noticed I have not seen on a Combat Master G34, if you can see here on the front, that is cut out. So you can see the spurt, the guide rod. I mean, you can see that. It's right there. I have never seen it before. He told me basically the new ones, whenever Taran Tactical, the base burnt down or wherever they lost all those guns have been the new ones. Basically, this was the new Combat Master that was made. And obviously you can see here too, I believe the Gen 5s had them, correct me if I was wrong, or the Gen 4s. I thought these used to, I know that some of them did, came with a plate cutout, an optic cut for, say, a Trigicon RMR SRO, but you guys already know about Taran Tactical and Touch and Preciouses and all that stuff, so we're not going to get into it. Taran, just a joke, man. But they do not have that because they no longer are with Trigicon. Was that a pet peeve? Yes and no. I like red dots on guns, and obviously if I was going to say maybe do a competition with this, I want an optic cut. Is it a big deal? No, not really. I'll send it into a company to get it cut. It just kind of was, I'm anal about it. I wish it came on it, just have that option, whether I did it now, did it later. So I will probably eventually get this cut, but then again, I might not, because going on to the next thing that I do like about the Combat Master. At first, I was like, okay, I don't really like this. I don't like the green fiber optic sight. So on my guns, I always like a blacked out rear and say just some kind of night sight. I usually like suppressor height sights, but I like blacked out rears. So that is one thing I do like. No, guys, it's not loaded, so chill the hell out. It is a green fiber optic front sight. Now, when I first started shooting this Galabox Master on dry firing, I did not like how small that fiber optic sight was. At first, I thought it was going to be an issue with getting my sight picture and trying to, like, say, find wherever it is and having to adjust, say, whatever. No, I actually love these sights now. I said, blacked out rear, my favorite. It's got to be blacked out to me. Some people are like, oh, I don't like that. It's hard to put your sight alignment, get your sight alignment right, and get your front post between your... No, it's not that damn hard. Just literally bring it to your eye, and it is there. So I do like these sights now. I do wish they were suppressor height, but this will not run a can. I maybe do an RMR, but probably not, as I do like these sights. So let's move on to, let's talk about next. We will talk about the stipple first. As you can see, that all the Combat Masters G34s have came. The 19s, the 17s, 43s, I believe they did. Comes with this stipple. I know some people have complained on this stipple because it is a small fine point dot. I like dots. I usually do a little bit bigger dots when I stipple my own frames, but I like this. It's not, I thought it was going to be really, like, say, too rough. This is not a concealed carry gun at all. Somebody watching this right now, if you can still carry this, please let me know. No bullshit. I want to know how the hell you do it, because I'm not carrying this. Even if I was carrying my 4 o'clock, I'm not carrying this. So the stipple was not really an issue for me, because when I run holsters, how I have, and I still am waiting on this damn holster that's taking so long for COVID. When I run a holster, probably most of you do, these Fariland QLS, it pushes the gun a little off my hip. So this is not rubbing my hip. When I'm running around, laying on the ground, this is not rubbing up against me, because that plate and then my drop leg, or my mid-riser, hangs it down just a little bit. So not worried about the stipple rubbing my skin, because I'm not carrying this. I have noticed when my hands are wet, this is not going anywhere. So if you guys get in a gunfight for some reason, you're using the 34 Combat Master, this ain't, and you get shot, blood in your hands, whatever, some other person, this stipple, it ain't going nowhere. It is aggressive, but it's not so aggressive it's gonna bite you in the ass. It kind of feels like the Gen 3 RTF Glock frames. I love the Gen 3 RTF frames. Those were fantastic. That was my first gun ever. Was a Gen 3 Glock 2240. Yes, I was one of those guys. I got a 40 for my first gun because 9mm was too small. 45 didn't have enough rounds. So by God, we're going to go in the middle and get a 40. That's the guy I was when I first got my first pistol. So, like I said, very similar to the RTF Gen 3 frame with texture-wise. So it's aggressive. I like that, but it's not too aggressive. Moving on down, obviously, this massive mag well. I love that for magazines. Say if you get caught up in a corner, that mag well will guide the magazine in there. I like the looks of it too. I like the looks of big ass flare mag wells. I love that. It just brings this gun kind of out more. If it didn't have it, I don't think I like it that much. And this did come with 3 17-round magazines, and 2 of the magazines have the Taran Tactical 5-round base pads at the bottom. So 3 mags, which should have been 4, but oh well. It was not a Gen 5. This was made after the Gen 4. Obviously, as you can tell with the finger grooves, and the mags are not orange on the top of the feed ramps. So I'm going to save, I'm still going to talk about it, but the best for last is the trigger. The trigger is what made me fall in love with the Combat Master. This trigger is butter. I've shot staccatos, and that is, my opinion, the best shooting trigger on the market. The staccatos are butter. But I don't know. This 34 Combat Master from Taran Tactical, this trigger is nice. No breaking at all, and it blew my mind. So we'll do a trigger check. Okay. You can see here, it's the same trigger shoe. It's got a tad bit of creep, like every Glock does. Pull, barely squeezing. Break. Reset. There's a reset, very positive reset, obviously, the Glock. Pull again, break. So you got that little bit of creep in that trigger right here. Just reset, squeeze, wall, that little bit of take up, break. This trigger is phenomenal on the Combat Master. Obviously, I've noticed with this trigger, when I was shooting it a little bit faster and trying to get really quick, this gets the job done. This shoots very quick just with that trigger. Slide everything about this gun. It shoots. Now, am I over here being a Taran Tactical fanboy? No, because when everything happened, I was not a fan anymore of the company. I was like everybody in the media, and then there was about half and half, more hate. Then, okay, it happened. Okay, get over it. But the respect thing's kind of what I'm not saying that, I'm not getting into that though. So I'm not a fanboy of it. I'll be honest, the only Combat Master I ever wanted was the staccato in the 3rd film. That is the one I wanted, but I'm not paying that money. So I got the next best thing, and I am happy with it. Another thing was on the Combat Master, I just noticed to talk about is the carbon fiber back plate, the slide plate back here with their logo on it. I know some people say they went a little all out with their logo on the Combat Master. Top of the frame, side, base, the back plate, the mag well. I think that's it. I mean, it is what it is. They put their stuff on it. They made it. Don't like it, don't buy it. So the Combat Master, is it worth it? If you want that nostalgia feeling, that John Wick type feeling while on this gun now, or if you just want a great shooting pistol that you can take to the range, if you want to do competition shooting with, if you just want to have fun, a good fun time with a pistol, the Combat Master is a very good choice. So if I had one word to describe this, say the 34 Combat Master, what would that word be? I was going to say smooth, because it is a very, very smooth shooting pistol, but where's it going to be as fast? This thing just runs quick for me. I'm not a person that goes out here all the time, get all this IG and YouTube clout, go out here and just rapid fire everything. No, I'm about accuracy and then slowly speeding up and doing drills. I'm not just going to go out here to go to the range and just do random shots and then just straight shoot mag dumping. Guys, if you're out here on the range, make sure you are training properly. Don't be that guy, just get your first gun, load up all your mags, get drum mags, everything else, and you're just going out here and you're just shooting. Say you put your AR right here. Guys, make sure when you are shooting, you are doing proper training and bettering yourself every day as a better shooter. Best shooters in the world, they still get better each and every day with training. So don't think out here, okay, I've already trained. All last year I did 5 or 6 classes. I shoot once a month. I'm fine. No, guys, get out here and train. Ammo being scarce right now, yes, and expensive. Just you still can shoot. Lower your round count. You don't have to go out here and shoot 500 rounds of 9, 500 rounds of 5.56. You don't have to do that. Make a box of 50 to 100 rounds of, just say a pistol, just say an AR, both. Make them last you. 50 rounds 5.56, 50 rounds 9mm. That can last me about 4.5 hours during the day. So just know what you're wanting to do that day, what you need to improve on, and go on from there. So guys, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, if you can, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed me already, and also hit that bell notification down below to be notified when I upload videos. I know you guys have already said with the overviews, I appreciate all the comments and feedback saying, can't wait for the review, can't wait for the review. I am getting to them. I promise you I am. I have so many videos right now on a schedule. What I do is I go to my notes in my phone and I have planned what I'm posting, what I got to film, what I got to edit. And I keep getting more ideas or getting another firearm. Or I said, filming is a good idea. You want to film it, do whatever. So those 5 videos I got planned turns into 10 to 20. And I have a whole massive list that I'm filming or I've filmed and are editing now. So videos are coming and more reviews are coming. I had to suck it up with some of the reviews or the overviews I just did recently. And I've been shooting those quite a bit here and there where I can. So I will get some content out, some actual range footage content out of those reviews like I promised. So guys, just hang on in the meantime. Hope you like this video. If you want to help support this channel just a little bit, guys, but you don't have to. I'll leave a link to my Patreon account down below, and also I'll leave a link to my Instagram account. But guys, I appreciate it. And as always, y'all have a good one.